This is the last call for Amtrak Northeast.
Our journey begins in Lynchburg, Virginia, at the Lynchburg Amtrak station, where we will take the Amtrak 171 Northeast Regional down to its southernmost stop in Roanoke. Running almost 30 minutes late, here comes Amtrak 171 pulling into the station, pulled by Amtrak's Genesis P42, number 39. Climbing aboard the Amtrak, it was a very warm and cozy coach car. The seats were nice and comfy that offered lots of legroom. We got underway at around 9:20 p.m., behind schedule, as per usual, and glided silently over Southern Railway trackage under a late November evening. I hadn't realized I had my radio broadcasting until I sat in the quiet car. Luckily, the quiet car was pretty empty, so it wasn't much of a disturbance. Rolling out of the station, 171 slowly moves over the Route 29 Lynchburg Expressway and approaches the Norfolk Southern Kenny Yard. A westbound stack train makes its presence known with a number board and headlights shining bright as it waits for us to clear. We rocketed west down the old Norfolk and Western, and the train howls through the night in the small town of Bedford. It's almost 10:30, and we arrive in the city of Roanoke, the southernmost stop on Amtrak's Northeast Regional route, where the train will terminate in South Yard for the night and head back north towards Washington, D.C., and eventually Boston the next morning. As the train was entering the station, I spotted Norfolk Southern's research geometry train, or the brick unit for short, nestled under a little metal shack. Finally arriving in Roanoke, but it's only the beginning from here. Sunrise finds us cruising down on Interstate 81, and we find ourselves surrounded by snow, which is a pretty uncommon sight to see in November, especially in Virginia. Me and my friend Aubrey Simpson had gotten a couple words on the radio that NS 289 would have the nickel plate 8100 leading, so we went on a quest to go search for it. Here we are at CP Stone's Mill, just outside of Wytheville on the NS Pulaski District. Once we got into town, all the snow had vanished. A few minutes later, after shivering to death, here comes the money train, an S289 daily intermodal and trash train out of Croxton, New Jersey to Rossville, Tennessee. This is the Norfolk Southern Pulaski District, ex-Norfolk and Western. This line stretches 110 miles between Walton, near Radford, to Bristol, Tennessee. Here we are at Stone's Mill, milepost 336.3. We will be chasing the 289 through rural retreat to Abingdon. 289 is moving under a 25-mile-per-hour speed restriction, probably due to the chilly weather. Since they're moving at 25 miles an hour, this would give us a chance to leapfrog to our next stop flawlessly. Back on the interstate, and we intercept 289 on the overpass at Chilhowie, and it looks like they are no longer under that speed restriction. Speed's nearly reaching 40. We set up at Rural Retreat about 20 minutes from our previous location. A high green stands tall next to the old Rural Retreat depot. Once we got here, the snow was back, and it got a lot colder than it was in Wytheville. But anyways, here's 289 cruising down the line. Our last stop of the chase finds us in the town of Abingdon, where the snow becomes more apparent and plentiful. I stood on the pedestrian bridge while my friend was standing behind me next to the old depot. It was already freezing, and standing on the bridge wasn't a very good idea. Because, well, you'll see why. That's right, 289 blitzkriegs through the town, bringing a gust of freezing cold, nearly frostbite level of winds right at me. So fast that you can hear the plastic tarps on the trash containers flapping in the wind. If I remember right, Abingdon is where PTC kicks in hard on trains, to the point where trains reach speeds at 55 miles per hour, maybe even 60. After that, we called it a day and headed down south to the Clinchfield. You'll see what we chase in the next video. Until next time.